Where does he usually go on weekends?
She usually go on week. He usually go to his friend home in the app in in the Sunday.
Where does she often study after school?
Often
Where does he usually eat breakfast?
she is he usually eat breakfast in the park.
Where does she go to work every day?
He usually she usually go to work in the
Where does he usually buy groceries?
he usually buy groceries. This afternoon she does not easily buy groceries. She usually buy groceries in the in the supermarket.
Where does she often meet her friends?
She often meet her friend. She often meet her friend at the supermarket. She does not easily meet her friend in the park.
Where does he usually go on holidays?
She is legal to handle on holiday. She does not usually go to the super on holidays.
Where does she usually read books?
She usually read books. She usually read books in the evening. She does not usually read book
Where
alone.
does he usually play sports?
She usually plays sport in the evening. She does not usually play sport alone.
Where does she often go shopping?
She often goes shopping in the supermarket. She does not usually go shopping in, in the market.
Where does he usually cook at home?
She usually cook at home at in the kitchen. She does not usually cook at home in the living room. Bọn này cứ lên lên trả lời đúng.
Where does she usually walk her dog?
She usually walk her dog in the morning. She does not usually walk her dog alone.
Where does he usually go on Sundays?
She usually go She usually go to, I don't know. Cháu quên câu rồi.
Where does she often eat lunch?
She often eat lunch. She often eat lunch at home. She does not often eat lunch in in,
Where does he
in
usually
the
study for
school.
exams?
She usually study for exam. He usually study for exam. At home, she does not usually study for exam in the park.
Where does she often go for a walk?
She often go for a walk in the afternoon. She does not often go for a walk at noon.
Where does he usually spend his evenings? Where does she usually go for vacation?
She usually go to vacation. She usually go to vacation. I don't know. Cháu không biết vacation là gì ạ?
Where does he often meet his colleagues?
She often meet his colleagues uh, in the supermarket. She does not often meet his colleagues at home.
Where does she usually go to buy clothes?
She usually go to the supermarket to buy clothes. She does not often go to the market to buy clothes.
Where does he often go for breakfast?
She often go to the park for breakfast. She often go to a park for breakfast. She does not often go to the cafe for breakfast.
Where does she usually go after school?
She usually go she usually goes
Where does he usually spend his free time?
after school. She usually spend his free time at the stadium.
Where does she often go to meet friends?
She often go to meet friends. In the afternoon, she does not often go to school to meet friends at noon.
Where does he usually eat dinner?
She usually eat dinner. No, she does not usually eat dinner in the afternoon.
Where does she usually go on Friday evenings?
She usually go to her home on Friday. She does not usually go to school to together on Saturday.
Where does he often go for a weekend trip?
I don't know. Bố có chửi ai đấy?
Không, chửi đâu.
Con vừa nghe thấy bố bảo đi thế à gì?
Where does she usually go to
Này,
exercise?
She usually go to the exercise
nhớ ngồi đi.
in the at the stadium. She does not usually go to exercise in her garden, his garden.
Where does he often meet his family? Where does she usually go to relax?
She usually go to relax in the afternoon. She does not usually go to relax in the afternoon.
Where does he usually go to buy fruits?
She usually go to her garden to buy fruits. She doesn't usually go to her garden to buy fruits.
Where does she often eat snacks?
She often eats snack in the afternoon. She does not often eat snack at noon.
Where does he usually go on Saturday mornings?
She usually go to Saturday morning at noon. She does not often go.
Where does she often go to watch movies?
She often go to her home to watch movies. She does not often go to her friend home to watch movie.
Where does he usually study English? Where does she often go with her friends?
She often go with her friend in the coffee. She does in the cafe. She does not often go.
Where does he usually spend his holidays?
She usually spend his holiday. He usually spend his holiday at noon. She does not often spend his holiday at noon.
Where does she usually go to meet new people?
She usually go to her garden to meet new people. She does not usually go to.
Where does he often go after work?
She often go to her home after work. She does not often go to her garden after work.
Where does she usually buy books? Where does he usually go to watch sports?
So she usually watch TV at home. She does not usually watch TV in friend her
Where does
friend
she often
home.
go to meet new friends?
She often go to the supermarket to meet new friends. She does not often go to the park to meet new friends.
Where does he usually go to practice music?
She usually go to the park to practice music. She does not usually go to home to practice music.
Where does she often go to eat dessert?
She usually go to restaurant to eat dessert. She does not usually go home to eat dessert. Mà bác ơi, dessert nghĩa sao?
Where does he usually go when he wants to relax?
She usually go to the park when he want to go to relax. Bác, dessert có nghĩa sao? Vâng ạ. Vâng ạ. Rồi ạ. Vâng ạ.
Where does she often go to take photos with friends?
She often go to the mountain to take photos with friends. She does not usually go to the park to take photos with friends.
Where does he usually go on rainy days?
She usually go to her home. She usually go to her home on rainy days. She does not usually go outside in
Where does she often go to read
on
magazines?
rainy days. She often go to the park to read magazines. She does not often go to the bookstore to read magazine.
Where does he usually go to buy fruits?
She usually go to the supermarket to buy fruit. She does not often go to a market to buy fruit.
Where does she often go to watch movies with friends?
She often
Where does he usually go for jogging in the evening?
she usually goes jogging in the evening. At her in her garden, she does not usually go jogging at the stadium.
Where does she often go to buy school supplies?
She usually bây giờ có 4 giờ mà tắm gì?
Where does he usually go to spend time alone?
She usually go to um, she usually go to her grandparents' home to spend time alone. She does not often go to to
Where does she often go on public
her friend home
holidays?
to spend time alone. She usually go to her on public holiday. She does not usually go to her countryside on public holiday.
Where does he usually go with his family on weekends?
She usually go with his family on weekend. She usually go to a park with his family on weekend. She does not usually go to a cinema with
Where
his
does she often
family
go
on
to eat
weekend.
fast food?
She often go to a restaurant to eat fast food. She does not usually go home to eat fast food.
Where does he usually go when he feels tired?
He usually go go to her home when he feels tired. She does not easily go to
Where does she often go to buy souvenirs?
she usually go to buy souvenir in the supermarket. She does not often go to the souvenir to buy souvenir at noon. Không,
Where does
in
he
the
usually go on
market.
his birthday?
She usually go to her home on her birthday. She does not easily go to go to the supermarket in her
Where does she
birthday.
often go to spend her evenings with friends?
She usually go to the park to spend time with my friends. She does not her friend. She does not usually go to go to the stadium to spend time with her friends.
Where does he usually go to watch plays or concerts?
She usually go to her home to watch play or concert. She does not easily go outside to watch play or concert.
Where does she often go to buy fresh vegetables?
She usually go to the supermarket to buy fresh vegetables. She does not usually go to the market to buy fresh vegetables.
Where does he usually go to relax after a long day?
She often go to like at she often go to the park to relay after a long day. She does not easily go to uh,
Where does she often
go
go to meet
to.
classmates after school?
She often go to meet climate after school. She often go to mm, her school to meet her climate after school. She does not often. mm,
Where does he usually go to enjoy nature?
He usually go to a jungle to enjoy nature. He does not usually go to the forest to enjoy nature.
Where does she often go to have breakfast with friends?
She usually go to the restaurant working.
Where does he usually go to buy shoes?
She usually go to she usually go to the supermarket to buy shoes. She does not usually go to the market to buy shoes.
Where does she often go to spend free time on weekends?
She usually go to a garden to spend time on weekend.
Where does he usually go to learn a new hobby?
She usually go to the park to learn a new hobby. She does not usually go to go to a home to learn new hobby.
Where does she often go to enjoy music?
She usually go to the concert to enjoy music. She does not usually go to her home to enjoy music.
Where does he usually go on Monday mornings?
She usually go on Monday morning. She usually go to my friend home, her friend home on weekends. She does not usually go
Where does
to
she
the
often go to
concert
drink tea in
on.
the afternoon?
She usually go to the coffee to drink tea. She does not often go to the.
Where does he usually go to watch football matches?
She usually go to the stadium to watch football matches. She does not usually go to. Um,
Where does she often go to have a picnic with friends?
she usually go to a garden to happily with friends. She does not often go to those gardens to happy with her friend.
Cô ngủ nhà kinh ngủ lắm. Không ngoan mà luôn.
Where does he usually go to meet his relatives?
She usually go, go to the how to meet his relatives. She does not usually go to how to meet his relatives.
Where does she often go to read novels?
She usually go to the bookstore to read novels. She does not usually go to the park to read novels. Mấy mẹ nấu ấy đi ạ? Mẹ làm cơm rang.
Where does he usually go on Saturday afternoons?
I don't know.
Where does she often go to spend time outdoors?
She usually go to her garden to spend time outdoors. She doesn't know. Usually go to the park to spend time outdoors.
Where does he usually go when it is sunny? Where does she often go to celebrate special occasions?
She usually go to celebrate birthday. She usually go to her friend home to celebrate birthday. She doesn't know usually go to the supermarket to celebrate birthday.
Where does he usually go to watch birds?
I don't know. Nó không nghe rõ. Mấy mẹ, sao loa của bố nghe thế nào nữa? Có cái đoạn nghe rõ, có cái đoạn thì là không nghe rõ.
Where does she often go to have fun with family?
She usually go to have fun with family. I know she does. Or usually have lunch with family in the restaurant.
Where does he usually go to meet friends after classes?
Người đồng vô không? Đồng vô dạ.
I don't know.
Ừ. Mình giận hơn nhé.
Where does she often go to buy books online?
She usually buy book online in the bookstore. She does not usually buy book online in the market. Sắp hết chưa bông?
Where does he usually go to have lunch with colleagues?
She usually have lunch with colleagues in the canteen. She does not usually have lunch with colleagues in the restaurant. Huh? I don't know.
Where does she often go to see the sunrise?
She usually go to To her home to see the sunrise. She does not easily go to her garden to see the sunrise. Mẹ chào bạn gì?